Welcome back to Let's Play Endless Space 2 on Endless Difficulty with a custom Horatio faction. I'm JC Proton, and we're picking up where we left off. It's actually going to be at turn 97 because I had a failure in my recording. Again, I'm trying to learn from my failures and mistakes. So what happened apparently last time when I clicked the end turn button to go from turn 96 to 97, and then I tabbed out to stop the recording. Something flaked out on the recording, and I lost that whole turn's progress. So going forward, I guess the way to go would be to play an entire turn and then stop the recording at the end of the turn before I hit next turn, end the recording, and then confirm that the recording completed successfully. And if so, then the next time I play, I would be playing from that turn, or I'd go ahead and hit next turn and then rinse and repeat. I guess the only thing I would be losing, I guess if I started in the next recording and then hit next turn and play that, the only thing I would lose if that recording dropped would be when I hit next turn. So I think that would be the smallest amount that I would lose. So I'm leaning towards trying to do that in the future, and hopefully that'll work. QuickTime is just not turning out to be a super reliable recording software, but it's free, and I haven't gone pro yet. All right, I mean, it's not like this channel. It currently has no subscribers, so we'll see. Maybe if it grows, I'll invest in some software, or maybe I'll invest in some recording software. Maybe I need to upgrade my equipment. Who knows? But anyway, in the meantime, I'll try to come up with a process. I think that's what I'll go with, that minimizes the amount of information that's lost if I lose a recording. So I'll try that from now on, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so let's go through and just get all these ships out of their hangars. Okay, looks like that's everybody. Let's take a look at this ITER. Intergalactic Technology Center. I have achieved it, no one else can. Cool.
Tell us what you plan.
The Hive despises weakness. Maybe you should have crushed us while you had the chance. Great. Those guys are always so cheerful.
Our faith requires actions that are often misinterpreted.
Our faith requires actions that are often misinterpreted. Yeah. We devour others. That's a couple of not so friendly.
He's watching. Always.
Okay, diplomatic embargo. No. If anything, we're going to crush you, not ally with you. You took this. We're still not cool with this right here. The fact that you took Othero, never mind that it happened because I was being sloppy, or allowed you the opportunity. Doesn't change the fact that you did it. Okay, that's a disappointment. I was hoping that was going to be dust water. Hmm. Oh, it was a subterranean. Or a Cal 6 AS, A2S slugs. 20, so it's even better. 20 when sieging. Versus the other one was 15, I believe. Yeah, 15. So, like, if I was creating a siege ship, I would probably go with this type of layout. Okay, so let's compare the three. You got one of these, or one of these. So these ones, loss of 7 defending troops, population, whatever they're called. Um, Garrison defense forces, maybe. So loss of 7 when sieging. This one from the deed is 15 when sieging. This one's 20. Uses 2 Aura Calcics though. Yikes. That's expensive. That uses 1 titanium. That uses 1 titanium. So not very efficient. Okay, so that's a big disappointment right there. I got a tech that I won't be using. Okay. Let's start over here. Okay, so that's guarded. I remember this was guarded before. I don't remember if this is. I'm going to go. This is not currently guarded, so send him there. Let's just move all the fleets. And we'll just go to this one and start hitting next turn on all the ones that I'm just keeping in place for now. You stay there. So there's the ruins, not the subterranean. Okay, there is a dust water there. Okay, so as soon as I put a fleet together, as soon as I have assembled another attack fleet. Okay, so what happened last turn on the recording that got lost? The fleet that was coming over here to fight these pirates, they got wiped out. They got stomped. Yeah, these pirates, dudes.
We will always talk if you got dust.
It was a fleet. It was like just like this. The fleet was just like this. So both of these ships are all energy, right? And my defender only had one shield unit, and then these two little ones are kinetics ships. So I just got crushed. I just got crushed. Like I literally lost the entire fleet. They all died, and it took out one of the large, one of the medium-sized ships, the size 3 ships, and probably 70% damaged the other large ship, and that was it. We just got crushed, absolutely crushed. So that was a huge fail. What else happened during that turn? Nothing very noteworthy, really. Yeah. Yeah, nothing significant really as anything else happened on that turn. So. AD produced another Vodyani. Cool. The last one he sent went to AE, right? Did that one land at AE? It did. Okay, cool. So we can send another one out. Let's send it somewhere where we have a lot of elbow room and a lot of food production. AJ looks like a good candidate. Yep. Okay, that's a good decision. One Vodyani. To AJ. Starting to have problems with my mouse. Maybe the battery's getting low. But when I do a held click, it sometimes drops. It unclicks when I don't want it to. So I've accidentally sent probes that I didn't mean to. I'm noticing I'm having a little trouble hanging on to a population when I'm moving them to or from the spaceport. That held click drops out. So maybe I need to change my batteries on my mouse here. Oh yeah, I was checking the populations. Okay, AB is maxed, AA is maxed. Okay, we were checking this. AF. maxed out, but he's working on it. And I think that's about all we can hope for. More deposit values is a winning move. So as a hero that's focused on being an overseer or a planetary governor, I'm picking all skills that are governor type skills. If I had found, which I didn't, and at this point in the game I don't think I will find, Sim Camp, 40% more troop garrisons on the system would basically be worth something like 8.5 times 4. So 34 industry for each click of the 2 clicks there. But I didn't get that tech, so I don't really have interest in that. That would be a straight 10. I believe on AC I don't think I have any hot. No, I don't think warm counts. We'll know for sure in a second. Okay, so we've got 66 extra industry. I guess we'll go ahead and do this one. I'll give him plus 10 per hot on the system and plus 10 on the system. Apply. It only gave plus 10. I went from 66 to 76. So, warm gas planet does not count as a hot planet. So this is part of the A, B, C, D, G, H, I, J, K, L. I don't have an AM yet. So this is going to be AM. And it's going to not be on a star lane. AM, gap, and 11, I believe, because there's one telluric, yeah, and one gas. One rocky planet, one gas planet. These food chips, look how big they are. They're hard to even register with your mouse. Yeah, it showed there for a second. There. Oh, there it is. 1,038 food. That's a lot of food. That's 1.5 populations, basically. 600 is one pop. Okay, let's head out here and see if we can. Cool, that's a fast ship right there. Cruise out there. Dust water. All right. Okay, so let's do this as soon as possible. Okay, so AM needs population. That's over halfway, maybe 40% of a pop, right? So I have 1,000 food being delivered, so 1,000 food would be enough to get this basically up to 3. So he can use a couple more population delivered out here. So let's do that. So he's going to send one to AM. Actually, you know what? We'll have him send 2. This guy can go ahead and send 2 as well to AE. That'll be fine. The population is growing so fast. They'll be replaced very quickly. Okay, let's finish building, setting up this build queue. Let's see here. Do I get more? I think I get more. Hard to say. Oh, I need to. Forgot to bring up my sound level. My sound level that works for me is way too low for this mic to pick it up, and I forget sometimes. And again, if I had better recording software, I'd be able to have a mic sound input and still record sound from the screen, and then balance it, those two input and sound inputs, and have it work. But I'm not that cool yet. Not nearly that cool. So that has not come to pass. That'll be a future growth kind of thing. If the channel grows, then yeah, then I'll invest in that. But well, my channel is puny and weak. That's not going to happen. So we'll see. Yeah, likes and subscribes would comments help the channel grow. That would be great. If you want to help me out, that would be great. Okay, we've got that knocked out. Anything here I need to look at? So far, no. We dealt with that one. We sent them out of their hangars. We can check AF to make sure that I'm doing something useful with that ship. Okay, if nothing else, it's good to have these to keep an eye on things. We want to be able to see cravers coming even if we can't do anything about it. We can preparate our preparations. Okay, right now that's the maximum fleet size I can have. It's an attack of 2,053. I mean, I can replace this gouge with another frigate, which would increase it by a little over 100. So that would have me just shy of 2,200. That layout gives me 3 bucklers. So in a battle, you can have up to 3 flotillas. If I spread those out into 3 flotillas, that would be 1 buckler per flotilla, and then the remaining 11 frigates would be spread out across those flotillas as well. Cool, I'm definitely getting that one next turn. This tech would allow 3 more. So that would be 14 frigates spread out across 3 flotillas. This tech here, where is it? This one. +1 command point per hull type on Empire. So when I research these, that'll give me +1 command point, and when I research these, it'll give me +1 command point. So that'll take me, so right now I'm at 14. This would get me to 17, and then researching those 2 hull types would get me to 19. And having all 3 of these unlocks this next level, and then if I research carriers, that would give me 1 more hull type, which would give me a total fleet size of 20. So that's what I'm looking at here. Also, the tier 4, once I have 3 of these, then that unlocks tier 4, which gives me this one, which is another +3. So that would get me to a maximum fleet size of 23 command points. And then eventually the next tier unlocks another 4. So that gives me the 27 command points. This gets 4 more. That would be theoretically 31 command points. And then if I somehow got to this level, that would be another 3. So yeah, if the game lasted that long, your fleets can get into the 30s in command points. Okay, is there anything else I need to address here? No. Okay, so let's just do fleet movements, or not movements as the case may be. Aha, cool. Let's see what we have here. A life form and a subterranean. So the subterranean is required explanation power 1, so that's probably going to be Quadrinix. And this, I don't know. We're going to find out. Quadrinix and benthic gems. Okay, benthic gems. That was the one I was talking about. That does this. Minus 50% over colonization or over expansion disapproval. So the systems that have that upgrade, a colony upgrade with that, will have less expansion disapproval. It's really cool when you get that early enough that you can use it on 2 upgrades, in which case then your expansion disapproval is 50% of 50%, kind of like Roscoe P. Coltrane in Dukes of Hazzard, 50% of 50% of 50%. So yeah, it doesn't reduce it by 100%. It's not additive, minus 50 and minus 50. It's 50% and then 50% of the 50%. So it only is a minus 75% reduction. I know this because I've had it happen in games in the past a couple of times, um, but it was still enough of a discount because it's normally a minus 10 per system, minus 10 approval per system above your maximum. Um, so one upgrade takes it out to 5, and then the second upgrade would take it to minus 2.5. That's a small enough number. You can just basically almost ignore it, right? Because instead of like starting to run into problems with approval when you're like 2 or 3 systems over, now you're running into approval problems when you're like 8 systems over, 6 or 8. So it's like, uh, and that's a pretty significant amount when you look at the number of systems I have right now. It's 15. Um, Cravers have more than me, and they're doing okay. Of course, they're a computer AI player, and it might be cheating in some way. Quite likely is. But let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, they have 15 and an outpost. So, I thought they were bigger than that. Riftborn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're only at 12. Not as big and bad as I would expect by this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So Sophons have 11 colonies plus 1, 2, 3 outposts. Ooh, this is interesting. Riftborn have an outpost right here in the middle of these Sophons. Oh yeah, I guess I missed that one on the Riftborn. Interesting. So it looks like they're headed for conflict. This would be an easy expansion though for any one of all 3 of these. Anytime people don't go surging for those open ones, it's always kind of a question mark in my brain. Although, look at me, I'm guilty of doing it too. If there were resources out here, I would have grabbed more. And this was kind of an accidental expansion, and I haven't grabbed this one. So I too am guilty of not expanding as aggressively as I could, but I'm already 2 over my max right now. So I'm kind of, I guess I'm pacing myself a little bit. I don't want to get overly negative on my expansion disapproval. So benthic gems and quadrinix. Yep, let's get another fleet going over here. Or another flotilla, maybe. Okay, this revealer. Where are you going, buddy? If I was to go here. Do I want to take him up here? Yeah, maybe. Okay. Ooh, I know these guys are hostile. I don't think there was anything down here that I was going to want to explore. Oh, there we go. Right there. Okay, well, we're going to go with redundancy here where we have a couple down here and a couple up here, just in case bad things happen, because we know. Yeah, bad things happen. That's definitely a thing. My plan is going to be to move that guy down here. So we'll move him that far for now. So when I hit next turn, I'm going to have to click it so that I get it done before this guy shows up and attacks him. I guess I'm going to get in a hurry here and do this. Don't really need to do it this early, but what the heck. It's helping him out probably. Yep. As soon as he colonizes that planet, he'll be able to have access to benthic gems. Okay. That Overwatch, I'm going to just have him do a slow, lazy fly over here. And this guy has one movement left. I could have him fly up here and just go along. But I may, I don't know, maybe I'll just have him head up this way. I think I'll have him head up that way. And eventually we'll end up with a couple of these Overwatch ships, one over here, one somewhere in here. End up with something over here maybe. Something over here maybe. So, need to make a few more of those Overwatches. Another thing that I'll do, if if any of these revealer ships, anything that makes it back home to our constellations, I will basically turn them into Overwatch ships. I'll come up with a refit design that's basically just a whole bunch of the Hyperion probe modules for a large vision radius, because they'll basically be done. And they won't need to go flying around the galaxy real fast anymore. The remaining purpose would be just to be an Overwatch as I build out to the end of the game. Okay, so at this point, I'm ready to hit next turn. I guess in light of my recording problems, I'm not going to hit next turn right now. I'll do it when I start my next video. And if this recording fails, then I will just have to replay this turn. Yeah, and if this recording doesn't fail and then next time I hit end turn, that'll be the start of the new game recording. And if that recording fails, then the only part I would miss out in is where I hit end turn. So not really a super big deal there. So that should be the plan. And so, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.